Okay, we're going to be creating cube 15. We want to go up and select New. And we're going to be creating a part file. So under Part File, select Standard IPT. And we're going to be creating a 2D sketch. So click on Start 2D Sketch. We're going to be drawing this cube on the XY plane. So move up and select the XY plane. Next, we want to select the rectangle command, and we're going to start at the point of origin and drag up and to the right in a positive direction and type in 5, tab 5, and select enter. Next, we want to finish the sketch, and we want to extrude this, and we're going to extrude it 5, so type in 5 in the dialog box and select OK. Next, we're going to create a sketch on the front of the cube. So over here, we want to select the front of the cube with our mouse. And remember to select the icon all the way to the right, create sketch. And we are going to draw a square or rectangle on here with the rectangle command. And somewhere right around here, we're going to draw a rectangle that is 3 by 2, so type in 3 tab 2 and select enter. Next, we want to dimension this so the rectangle lives in the right place. So we want to dimension from the top of this rectangle we just drew to the top of the cube, and we're going to type in 0 and enter. And we're going to dimension from the right side of this rectangle to the right side of the cube. And we want to type in 0 for that one as well. Select enter. Next, we're going to finish the sketch. And we're going to extrude this. So select the rectangle that we created. And we want to change the direction of the extrusion so it goes the other way, direction 2. And select OK. Next, we're going to select the right side of the cube here with our mouse. So click on that with your mouse and select Create Sketch. And we're going to draw a rectangle that lives over here. This rectangle that we're drawing here should be 1 by 3. So type in 1 tab 3 and select enter. Next, we need it to live in the precise location, so we want to dimension it over here from the left-hand side of that rectangle to the left side of the cube. We want this to read 2 inches, so type in 2 and enter. And we're going to dimension from the top of this rectangle to the top part of this cube here. And we want this to read 0, so type in 0. And enter. Next, we're going to finish the sketch, and we're going to select extrude, and we're going to select that small rectangle we created. We want it to go in the other direction, so select direction 2, and we're going to extrude it 2 inches in, so type in 2 in the dialog box and select OK. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to refine this cube. We're going to make some small modifications, some changes to it. And the beauty of using Autodesk Inventor here is it makes it very easy to make those refinements or changes to it. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to change this first extrusion that we made here, the size of it. To do that, we're going to go over here to our browser. And you'll notice by hovering over each of these different extrusions, it highlights that design that we created or that extrusion or sketch. I'm going to first select this arrow next to extrusion number 2. And notice when I do that, it reveals sketch number 2. Next, I'm going to hover over sketch 2. Notice when I do that, you can see the sketch that we created for sketch number 2. I'm going to select sketch number 2 with my right mouse button. Notice when I do that, a menu appears. I'm going to go down to where it says Edit Sketch. Select Edit Sketch with your left mouse button. This allows me to make changes to that sketch. So what we want to do is we want to change the size of this sketch. Right now it's 2 by 3. We want to change it to 3 by 3. So to do that, I'm going to double click on the 2-inch dimension line. And I'm going to change that from 2 to 3. And select the green arrow, or enter. Next we're going to select Finish Sketch. And notice it updates that sketch. It's now 3 by 3. We're going to make a second change or refinement to this cube number 15, and that is the depth of this extrusion right here for sketch number 3. So now I'm going to go back over to the browser. Notice when I hover over sketch number 3 or extrusion number 3, it highlights it over here on the drawing. Because I'm going to make the change to the extrusion and not the sketch, I'm going to right click on extrusion number 3. Okay, again, notice when I right click on extrusion number 3, the menu appears. This time we're making the change to the extrusion and not the sketch. So I'm going to go down to where it says Edit Feature. Select Edit Feature with your left mouse button. Now what we want to do is we want this extrusion to go all the way back to where the vertical member of the cube goes up. We want to change this to 3. So we're changing the extrusion now up here in the dialog box from 2 inches to 3 inches. And select OK. That is cube number 15.